In this video, I will explain you about identifiers. Identifier is a naming unit that holds data for a program. And examples of identifiers are variables, objects, classes, functions, list, tuples, dictionaries, sets, and so on. Identifiers forming rules of Python are being specified below. An identifier is an arbitrarily long sequences of letters and digits. Means an identifier name can be of alphabets and letters without space, but don't put space between letters and digits. Even when identifier name is of two letters, like here customer name, so don't put space between both words. And these things I will explain you practically using Python ideally. The first character must be a letter. Only underscore can be permitted, means underscore counts as a letter. Next, upper and lower case letters are different. All characters are significant. The digits 0 through 9 can be a part of identifier except first character or first letter should be on the alphabet. Digit is not a first character for an identifier name. Identifiers are unlimited in length, means the name of the identifier can be very long, and it depends on your computer how much it can support it, or it depends on the Python version, but basically the identifier name is of unlimited in length and case sensitive. Case sensitive means uppercase names and lowercase names both are treated differently. Identifiers should not be keyword, means keyword is a reserved word in Python programming, so the identifier should not be as a keyword. An identifier should not contain special characters except underscore, means other characters it could not be permitted in identifier naming. See here, these are the list of valid identifiers: my file, roll number. Here underscore can be used to join two words, but don't put space, because when you put the space means only the roll it is treated as an identifier, and after that the space it is not treated as identifier. Next, underscore name, it is permitted because underscore is treated as a valid character. Code 123, it is a right identifier. Why? Because the digits can be used between and after, but the first character should not be a digit. See, these are invalid identifiers. Data REC, here hyphen sign is used, so hyphen is not permitted, only underscore is permitted between two words of an identifier. 29 city, this is means this identifier is starting with a digit here. For, it is a reserved word in programming language, because reserved word means it has a special meaning in Python programming. My dot file, the dot character is not permitted here. Now I will explain you all these things practically. Just wait, I am minimizing this screen. Okay, now it is a right method. See here, identifier, the first rule, identifier is an arbitrarily long sequence of letters and digits. Okay, it is a correct thing here. Now it means you can write the name of identifier, customer name equal to ABC. It is a valid identifier here. One thing you keep in your mind, whenever you use identifier, you have to assign any value for an identifier, and the data type of an identifier treated by Python automatically based on the assigned value. See, this is a name of the identifier here. This is the value of an identifier. Now, if I want to print this value, what I will do here, just I have to type the name of the identifier. See, this is the value of this identifier, and the identifier name should be meaning short and meaningful. So this thing you have to keep in your mind. Here I am typing this sentence. Identifier name uh, should be short and meaningful. Why I have written this sentence here? Because it means that you don't write means name of identifier which are not meaningful, because it can confuse the programmer. Means you are a programmer, but you have to show this program to your team leader, so team leader can be confused, and the team leader could not understand means what is the meaning of this identifier. So this is a convention here. It is not mandatory, but it is a convention that the identifier name should be short and meaningful. Next here, the first character must be underscore, uh, must be a letter, or underscore can be permitted. Now, if I don't follow this rule here, R O L L N O equal to 1. See, this is what it is showing here. It is a syntax error here. Why? Because I have used 2 before the alphabet, so it is not permitted in identifier. Next, underscore is permitted here, underscore here, count equal to 4, 3, it is a right identifier here. Next is reserve words. Reserve word, if I use this one for equal to 4, it is not permitted. Why it is not permitted? Because I could not use for as a identifier. Now here, one more identifier, if I try to use take equal to 5, it is not permitted. Now, case sensitive. This thing you understand properly. Case sensitive means here some, here I will write all letters in capital letter, sum equal to 5. Next is, if I write in this way, it is not permitted because it is not defined. Sum, it is not defined. So what I have to write here, sum equal to 10. Then when I write this one here, sum, its value is 10. When I write sum, its value is 5. It means both are case sensitive, means uppercase letters and lowercase letters are treated differently. I think you understand that what is the meaning of the identifier here. And one more thing I will explain you here. Now here, count 3 as. Okay, yes. Why it is showing error here? Because I have to define this identifier. Here, defining means you have to assign the value 3s equal to 34. It is permitted. Means digit you can use between the words of an identifier, but you could not start the name of the identifier with digit. Next is data type. Here in this video I am giving you the introduction of the data type. Data type means the type of the value for an identifier, means the nature of the value, and the data is a basic processing component for programs. Data type is used to define nature of an identifier, means which type of value can hold by the identifier. Identifiers hold values of input. These values have some data types. So there are following types of data types in Python. First is numbers. Number, here int, that is integer. Float, here again float is written, but actually it is a double here. So why it is written float two times? Because double is a type of the float, means both float and double contains decimal values. Next is complex. Complex is in this form. Complex is in this form. Z here z equal to 5 plus 6i. This is the form of the complex number, means a plus bi. This is the form of complex number. Next here, sequences. Sequences means uh, it holds more than one value in a input or in a identifier. The first is string. String means collection of alphabets is called as string. List. List, it holds the name of the students in a class and marks obtained by student in a class. Tuple. Tuple and list are of same type, but there is one difference. The difference is list is a mutable type. Mutable type means once we assign the value in an identifier, but we can change later on. But in tuple, it is an immutable data type. Why it is an immutable data type? Because once we assign the value to a tuple, but after that we could not change. So string and tuple, they are immutable type. Next is here sets. Sets holds unique value. Then is map. Map is a dictionary here. Dictionary, it is in this form, key value pair. Like here, d equal to, here here I am writing a, means s, here I am writing here s, and s means Sunday, and m here Monday. Like in your dictionary, means word and meaning, then word and meaning. So this is the data type. It is a dictionary here. It's here. This is a key and it is a value. So this is the meaning of the dictionary. Next here, operators. Operator, why we use operator? Okay, first I will explain one example here. 4 plus 5. Why you got the sum of 4 and 5 here? Because the plus triggered action based on the values here. And what are these values? 4 and 5. Whenever you use plus between these values, it adds both values here. Now a equal to 5 here and b equal to 6. Then here when I use here a plus b, automatically it calculates the values of a and b. And when I use this one, a equal to c, then b equal to s here, then a plus b, cs. There is one difference. When you use plus with numbers, it calculates the sum of the numbers, but when you use plus with string, it joins both string. So this is the difference between the use of the plus operator with the numbers and the digits. So this is the meaning of the operator. It triggers the action based on the operands. Here a and b are operands. Operators are special symbols in Python that carry out arithmetic or logical computation. The values that the operator operates on is called the operand. There are following types of identifiers here. lots of means not an identifier, operators. First is operator here, uh, arithmetic operator you have studied in class 10th 11th, means since childhood you are studying these operators in mathematics. The first is here plus, it is used to add numbers here. Unary means when you write a number by default it have or it has a plus operator. Minus subtracts right operand from the left, means right operand means this is a right operand, this is a left operand. It subtracts y from x. Multiply, don't use x like in mathematics, but here multiply sign is asterisk here, x into y. Divides, here it divides x divided by y, always result into float. So float means it's basically it returns quotient, and the quotient, it is in the form of decimal type. This is called as modulus operator. Modulus, it is used to calculate the remainder. This operator here flow division, and this is called as exponent operator. Okay, all these things I will explain you practically. Here which operator? Plus operator already I have explained. Now negative operator means minus. I will explain you a minus b. Why it is showing error? Because a string could not be subtracted, means I could not subtract s from c, so that's why it is showing error. But here I will use 8 minus 2. This is 6 here. X equal to 10 and y equal to 5. Then x minus y, it is 5 here. Here this operator multiply two operands, x into y, multiplication, and x divided by y here. It is a quotient. You see here why it is showing 2.0, because 2.0 is of float type. And one more I will explain you here. 333 divided by 4. Now you see here it is showing the quotient 8.25. Next, which operator here? Modulus operator. Modulus operator returns the remainder. Like here, I will divide x divided by y. X divided, okay, I have to use here this operator, modulus operator. It returns the remainder. What is the remainder here? 0. Okay, now you see here there is another example of the use of operator, and this arithmetic operator. What is this example? That is flow division. Flow division basically returns the whole number as a quotient. Like here, if I divide 32 by 4, it will return 8.0. But here this operator is a simple division operator, but I will use here 32 divided by 4. Now you see here it is returning this one, but I will divide 9 by 2. Okay, you see here the difference between flow division and simple division. 9 divided by 2, 4. It has discarded this part, means it only returns the whole number. Now next is exponent operator. Exponent operator means 4 to the power 2. 2 is a power and it is a base, and its output is 16. So this is the meaning of the use of arithmetic operators. There are some more operators, comparison operators, logical operators, bitwise operator, assignment operators, special operators. Special operators, identity operator and the membership operator. These operators I will explain you in another videos, and these operators, arithmetic operator, I will explain you using example also here. See, there are some examples: x equal to 15 and y equal to 4 here. And in this example, there is a use of this one print function x plus y. Simple, it is 19 here because you can calculate easily. Output of x minus y. Here one thing you keep in your mind, x is a subtractor and it is a subtrahend. Here it is a adder and it is a addend. These are the technical words for mathematics. This is multiplier, multiplicand, and it is a 60 here. Output is 60. Next, x divided by y. Its output is 3.75. And when we use floor division here, its output is 3. Why its output is 3? Because it has discarded this one. It discards the decimal portion. Only it returns the integer portion. Next is here x exponent y. It is here base. It is exponent value, means it is base, it is power. X divided means x exponent y. Its output is here 50625. You can run this program in interactive prompt, or you can make as a program. Thank you for watching this video.